So, yeah, a simple form of meditation tonight, Kirtan. So, focusing on the sound of these yoga mantras. You may want to close your eyes and just relax in the sound. So, I'll be leading. So, therefore, I'll chant, and then you guys listen, and then when I finish chanting, then you guys respond, and then I listen. And we like to use instruments because we have a natural tendency to music. So yeah. Let's go. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Your turn. Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Hari Bol. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Your turn. Nice and loud. Or you can just listen. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Haribo Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Haribo Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Majana Mohana. Gopala Govindarama, 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 Majana Mohana. Hari Gopala Govindarama, Majana Mohana. 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 Let's chant together. Gopala Govindarama, Majana Mohana. Gopala Govindarama, Majana Mohana. One more time. Gopala Govindarama, Majana Mohana. Gopala Govindarama, Majana Mohana. Thank you, everyone. That's Kirtan meditation, the perfect form of meditation in this day and age. Very simple, just focus on the sound of the mantras. No need to go and sit in a cave for months on end. All right, so I'd like to invite Amir to come forward. So we're going to do a guided relaxation session with another application for this mantra meditation. So, cool. Thank you, Amir.
All right, namaste, Haribol, everyone. Welcome to guided meditation. So what we are going to do now is to have a bit of guided meditation. So we are going to close our eyes to remove any external distractions we may have. And I have a little bit of journey within. So, and today is all about Gauranga. Being the appearance day of Lord Gauranga. So, please sit in a very comfy position for me. Very relaxed. Shoulders back, heads upright, and gently close your eyes. By closing of the eyes, we immediately exclude a lot of distractions and agitations caused by sense of sight. We start by focusing on our breath. Breath is a wonderful gift. As long as the living entity is present in a body, a symptom there would be breathing of the body. The literal meaning of mindfulness is to live in the present moment non-judgmentally, being aware of your real identity. Oftentimes, our mind takes us to the past or future, or take us to different places than where we are at the moment. Focusing on breath is the first step to be able to live in the present moment. It's a preliminary step. We tend to inhale through the nostril for many reasons, such as nose filtering the airs getting into the body. Also, our body being able to absorb the subtle energy in air, also called chi or prana, through the chakra located at the back of our nasal cavity. So we are all now going to inhale through our nose and exhale. Let's do one time together. Inhaling, exhaling. One more time. Inhaling, and exhaling. When we inhale, our chest and belly get expanded. And on the exhalation, they all contract. We are now going to add the mantra Gauranga to our practice, turning that into a proper meditation technique. Gauranga means the golden lord of love, and it's got 4 syllables. Go, ra, anga. So what we are going to be doing now is to inhale, and on the exhale, we are going to join the guys in the background, say the mantra Gauranga. Say that audibly loud enough so people around you can hear you. You don't have to be very loud, but at least yourself hear it. This way you can engage your sense of hearing as well, which is really good. The more senses you engage while meditating, the more focused you are likely to become. Let's listen to the guys in the background one more time, and then we will join them. Listen very carefully, one time. Our turn. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's do it 2 more times. Keep your eyes closed, and without repeating the mantra, let it resonate in your mind and your head, and to wash away any worries or anxieties or negative feelings you might be holding in your mind and heart. So question here is, what's the potency of this mantra? Is it any different from the normal sound vibrations we've got? The answer is yes. These are transcendental sound vibrations, quite different from material sounds. For example, when you say mango, you say the words mango, it doesn't bring fruit mango in front of you. But when you chant these beautiful sound vibrations, which are the names of our original spiritual source and essence, we've got that in front of us, and we can experience transcendental yoga or union, thus experiencing the happiness we have always been anxious for. So what we are going to do now is to do Gauranga meditation in a different way. This way, doing in an attentive listening way, which means just closing the eyes and trying to listen really attentively and to immerse ourselves in the beautiful mantra. If you find your mind wanders during the practice, please just become aware of that and consciously bring your mind back to the mantra. Alright guys, this was Gauranga attentive listening meditation. Please bring your focus back to the room and where you are. And if you like, you can gently open your eyes, probably putting your palm together, creating some nice warmth, and massaging your face. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining us in this meditation. And I now would like to invite our dear friend Talat Manaras to come and give us a talk on spirituality. Thank you. Namaste. Please come forward.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsi Iti Namine Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaurabhatarenda Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala, Gopala, Gopala Govinda, Govinda, Govinda Gopala, Gopala, Gopala Govinda, Govinda, Govinda Gopala, Gopala, Gopala Govinda, Govinda, Govinda Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, anyone's got any questions? This is a good way to start this thing off. Questions in relation to this subject matter, yoga, with the understanding that yoga means union or yoke or linking up. Yoga is like this, it's when two parts come together and make a whole. So the word yoga, the English word yoke, comes from yoga, to yoke up, to link up. Yeah. So in the Sanskrit, the yoga translates as when you, the small individual spark of life, again unite with love with the fire we're springing from. And basically that's a concept, that's a way to understand. So, but it's based on love. There's a loving connection between you and the divine, and that's the real meaning of the word yoga. It doesn't mean a certain set of exercises or pranayama or asanas or whatever you want to. That's simply kindergarten stuff. Real yoga means when you, the individual spark of life, have reconnected and are acting on your eternal relationship with the divine. This is the real meaning of yoga. Okay, so I was stalling there. I was trying to give you time to think of a question, but maybe you're listening. So if there's no questions, we can just start talking about. Oftentimes myself and Jiva Krishnadas will come up to talk on a Sunday, and there may be a little idea of what we're going to say, but oftentimes it's just total off, And that's how spiritual knowledge is. It's very flexible. It's a vast subject matter, but at the same time you can land anywhere and start talking about some topic. Yeah, so, in spiritual life sometimes when you're just doing day-to-day living, and there's a decision to be made on whether something may be correct or not. You understand? So, how do I know what is right and what is wrong? It's a valid question. We're going through this life, and what's right action, what's wrong action? What should I do, what shouldn't I do? In the yoga process, we're taught that if I don't have the answer to what I'm doing, I should go to somewhere that does. In other words, a little humility is required, that there is an authority above myself that knows the answer. It's not just me sitting there speculating in the arrogance of my own mind, making some answer up. Generally times this is no good. And why is that? Why can't I just think something to be true and the right action and it doesn't work out right in the end? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But it's hit or miss, isn't it? Sometimes in life we have to make a decision, and what is the right way to decide? There's a lot of ways to answer this question, but essentially the right way to make any decision is from the point of wisdom. Yeah. And that wisdom begins when first I can understand my own position, my own identity, my own essence. Yeah. In the Yoga Sutras, and I'll get on to another point in a minute, which is very important. In the Yoga Sutras, aham brahmasmi, I am spirit. I am not matter. My existence does not depend upon the existence of this body that is covering me. This body that is covering me is temporary, but I am eternal. There's never a time, as Krishna is pointing out in the Bhagavad Gita to us, there is never a time when you have not existed. There will never be a time in the future when you will cease to exist. You cannot be moistened by water, withered by the wind, burned by fire. You are untouchable by the material components. You are too subtle. This is the nature of spirit, soul, energy. You, the person using that body. So we have this body on, and the only thing it's got going for it, it's got 5 senses, if you're healthy, and a mind. And these 5 senses continuously pack information onto your mind. Whatever's coming in front of you, like I do this sometimes. I ask you to visualize my hand, and you realize that perhaps it's going to be something curved, and we'll say a big juicy navel orange. So in your mind's eye you can see that, right? And then in your mind's eye you take the sense of touch, and you put your thumb in there and you start peeling it, the pulp under the thumbnail, right? And then your ears, you hear the tearing of the flesh of the orange, right? And now maybe the nose, you can almost imagine the smell of an orange, the atomized vapors are coming up, right? And then all that's left would be the taste, wouldn't it? Now, if you had never experienced an orange in your past, if you, as a little tyke, when you're a little guy, maybe just a little, 2, 3, younger, the experience of an orange would have originally probably passed your senses and printed onto your mind. So that means that when I was saying it, then you had a recollection. And no doubt many times between then and now, your senses have experienced an orange as well. So what you have to ask yourself is, who was it that was watching the mind when Tad was talking about it then? Who was it was watching that image of the mind and all the sensual experiences of an orange as Tad was talking it? And who is it that experienced the same thing many, many, many years ago when you first experienced an orange? In other words, there's a constant thread through there. Me, I, the self. I experienced the mental image of an orange and the senses passing over the orange. There's different sensual experiences right just now, just a couple of minutes back. But I also experienced that when I was perhaps a 2-year-old. It's the same you. It's not that you've changed. It's not that you've changed, right? Your body changed. It went from childhood to, youth, to mature adult, then middle age, and for some of us in the room, it's hit old age and it's heading down the other side of the mountain. But if you're not your body, there's no anxiety in that. There's no anxiety in any of it. So this first point of wisdom is understanding this essence of who I am. I am the eternal spark of life, temporarily using this body, mind, and senses. This mind and senses that are on my body are not perfect. You cannot gain perfect knowledge through the senses of the material body. You can have access to it, but you can't originate it, you can't create it yourself. You can have access, for example, the eyes may read Shastra or Yoga Sutras, the ears may hear Gurudev speaking. So you can use your senses in that way, but the senses per se, by themselves, are very, very limited. I mean, if you have pets, you know what I'm talking about. You got a dog or something, the nose of a dog is phenomenal compared to our nose. Always. Everything. Just, and they get stuck. You take them for a walk, right? And suddenly everything comes to a stop because the nose of the dog is stuck on the ground. It's picked up some scent, maybe a rabbit or something, a cat, or who knows. Okay, you over that? Let's go. So our senses in comparison are nothing compared to a dog's. Even the ears of a dog are much more, they're much more, they hear frequencies we don't even hear. Very high-pitched frequencies. This is all science. We know this. So what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to spiritual life, for some strange reason, people think they can figure it out themselves. Yet, what have they got to figure it out with? They've got an imperfect mind and imperfect senses. Yeah? You may not think your mind is imperfect, but you go and visit a dementia ward and you'll learn very quick what can happen to the mind. These poor souls in there, they're covered in that way. Their karma is burning them in that way. It's very sad. There's another way we should receive knowledge. And it does, like I said earlier, it requires a little humility. We should learn to approach someone that knows. I mean, even basic material education is like this, isn't it? You go to a university, you find a good professor, and you learn whatever subject it is you want to learn. And then there's the books going along with it, and and then 10 years later you find out that what you learned then is a waste of time. It's completely changed. So it's called relative knowledge. You can gain it in this world, and it's applicable to this world only. Yeah. But absolute knowledge is something else. Eternally, you can know for the rest of your existence as the eternal spark of life that is your essence. I am eternal. Right? I'm eternal. It's an amazing thing to experience. That means I was never born, I will never be killed. Like I say, if a nuclear bomb goes off in this room, it wouldn't touch you. Everything would be vaporized. Just be minute atomic particles, atomized. Right? But you, the soul, would not be touched. Even the incredible blast would not affect you. It wouldn't shake you like this. Because you're too subtle. Spirit is too subtle. You're not material. Therefore, you're not touched by the material components. It doesn't act on you. So this is the beginning of yoga knowledge, understanding my essence. And once that's understood, and there's a little clarity in that, then, you can take another step. And, another logical step would perhaps be, well, if I'm eternal, what am I doing here? This is a temporary situation. Everything here around me is temporary. It's coming and going in the course of time. Things are born, things die, all around me. Even in my garden, the seed sprouts, up comes a beautiful flower. It's around for a few days, then it withers and dies and it's gone. So the nature of this world is that. Everything that is brought into existence will cease to exist after some time. No matter what it is. Even these planets. Even this very universe itself. Because it's all material energy. So up to the vast scale of the universe, or down to the you know, the microbes that you're breathing. You know what? Every breath you take, you're killing millions of living beings, bodies. There's spirit souls there that are entering your mouth, and as you breathe out, they're dead. It's phenomenal. When you start getting into this material energy, it just blows your mind. The way the atomic particles are moving and you know, everything that is making up all this different varieties of energy is the same. It's just it vibrates at different frequencies. It reacts in different ways to other things. So therefore it appears different to us. It's like walking in, almost like walking in water. You know, you're under the water, and there's nothing you can really grab here. You try and grab something in this world, and whatever it may be, it doesn't matter whether it's a love in a relationship or wealth or whatever, some material thing, ultimately it will pass by you and you're left without it again. It's inevitable. So a yogi is a person who has realized, he or she has realized that essential point about their essence, and they're acting on it. If I'm eternal, what is my eternal function? If I'm eternal, where do I find that happiness that I'm yearning for, that I'm looking for under all these rocks in this material world? I'm scratching around the material world looking for so-called happiness. You know, I'll get a partner, I'll have children, I'll do this, I'll have a good job, I'll do that, I'll make money. So many things distracting us time and time again. And different layers of distraction occur. I mean, gosh, you know. I mean, we'll take the sense of touch, just one of the senses. The sexual layers. God, these days it's just phenomenal. I can't keep up. You know, all the ways people are finding enjoyment through that medium. The visual layers. You know, I do quite a lot of video editing personally, and there's a lot of visual stuff going on. But just even the layers in that world, you know. You know, and it's all just that, it's layers. And you peel them off, there's nothing there. There's nothing. It's best to see this world for how it is. The Yoga Sutras describe it as Macha Loka, the planet of death. Pretty grim, isn't it? And one of our icons, what's one of our major icons in this world that everyone knows? The Grim Reaper, right? With his sickle, right? He's gonna take us all. And it's a fact. And we shouldn't be upset by it. Just know that that's a part of the reality of this existence. So, what do I do to solve that problem? Yeah. So what we're doing here is that what we do is try and offer you the prescribed method for this particular age we live in. And that's through the chanting of the names of the Supreme. It is described that these names of the Supreme are invested with all transcendental properties and potencies. They are all purifying. They purify the contamination of material existence off the heart of the living entity. In other words, they strip away all the layers that are keeping you attached to this material world. So after some time you begin to see things as they are, not as they appear to be. Something in this world may call you with a false promise of happiness, but after a little chanting, a little wisdom develops, and you'll realize even before you try it out, it's not going to cause me happiness. There's nothing wrong in experience. You got senses on. Your senses are going to rub up against the sense objects eventually. You know, you got to eat something. You got to smell something. You got to hear something. You got to see something. There's a sense of touch as well. You feel things, heat, cold, whatever. But it's not the all in all. It's just a part of what the body thing is. It's like what the machine requires to survive. It doesn't become the goal of life. There's a very simple thing that we should always reflect on. It was Prahlad Maharaj described it. He said, in this life, there are only 6 enemies, and they are all within. They are your 5 senses and your uncontrolled mind. So when the senses are calling to unite with a particular sense object, whatever it may be, and it can be anything, then are you in control of that, or are you in control of your mind and senses, or are you a servant of your mind and senses? Essentially, that's the question. When my senses call, do I run off and try and serve them, let them fulfill what they want, or do I use some do I analyze the situation, and do I use some wisdom there and think, is it necessary? Do you really need that second pizza? The tongue's saying, yeah, but the belly's not. The sense of touch isn't. No. So I hope you can understand what I'm alluring to here. If you want to get into that realization of your essence, then it's easy to find it through the chanting of the holy names. As George Harrison, what was he? Chant the names of the Lord and you'll be free. And it's true. So we like to chant. We like to encourage people to chant. You exist and your best friend exists. Your best friend is right there in the form of sound. His name. These sounds are not material. Like Amir was pointing out, you say mango, you don't get a mango before you. But if you say Krishna or Gopala, Govinda, then little by little you begin to see the form within the name. You can have this deep personal experience of what it is. And it's not a question of blind belief. It's not a question of struggling to get it. The path to getting it is simply, all I do is rest on the sound, and it's not a bad place to rest. You've got to rest somewhere. So just rest on the hearing the sound. Are we getting close, Joe? Okay. We're getting a thumbs up from the kitchen there. We're going to get some food coming out soon. So I'll have to finish it here. Hopefully there's a little food for thought, and that's all Jiva and myself try and do. Sprinkle out a few little pearls of wisdom there, and hopefully you can grab them and you can apply them in your own life. And if you have questions, feel free to ask later or whenever. All right, so as I bring the food up, we'll just chant for a little bit. And what we do is we'll eat, and at about 6:30 we start chanting again till 8 o'clock. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, Haribol guys, let's get into the eating. Because once that's over, we can get back to chanting. Haribol. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramamsa Iti Namine. Namo Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namini Gaura Karuna Swarupaya Radhe Krishna Pristayate. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Haribo. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Haribo. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Haribo. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. best for a Chaitanya Nityananda chant. It's an attempt at a tune done by our dear friends in the Ukraine, the Atmosphere guys, devotees over there. Chaitanya Nityananda, 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 Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana, 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 Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Nityananda, 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 Chaitanya Nityananda. tolerant than the tree, devoid of all sense, false prestige, and ready to offer respects to others. In such a state of mind, we can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. All right, so that is one of the 8 prayers of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For those who don't know about Lord Chaitanya, he was Krishna himself. Sometimes around this particular age, he appeared about 500 years ago. Sometimes in the Kali Yuga, Krishna will come. Not every time. Not every time there's this cycle of the universe, but this time we got lucky and he came. Lord Chaitanya is non-different than Krishna himself. And how do we know this? Does some guy tell us? No. It's there in Shastra. Since time immemorial, the Yoga Sutras have this in them. They tell us that in the beginning of Kali Yuga, how the Lord will appear with a golden effulgence. And this is how Lord Chaitanya appeared. He appears for a multitude of reasons, but one of the major reasons he comes is to give us the chanting and to encourage us to take up the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So he's left us, as intelligent as he was. I mean, he is so amazingly, he's Krishna himself. He just left these 8 short verses, which we just chanted one of them then. And what it does, what the verse tells us, is in what mood we should try and chant. Because sometimes, you're doing your meditation and you're thinking, how should I be feeling? What should I be experiencing? And sometimes we try even too hard, so the mind gets in the way and you get all muddled in your meditation. But it's very simple. He says one should chant in a humble state of mind, feeling oneself to be lower than the straw in the street. So, not so much in this day and age, but in the past, before they paved the roads so much, and, you can imagine a straw in the street. I mean, everyone walks on it. The dogs, do their business on it, whatever. A very low position of life. Unfortunately, most of us value ourselves very greatly. This is our disease, you see. We come to this world and we think, I am number one. Everything is evolving around me. But we're advised to give that nonsense up because it's just simply not true. I'm not number one. I never have been number one. I never will be number one, and I damn well never want to be number one. What a job. Let me just be the humble servant, one of the humble servants of number one, one of the uncountable living entities who are serving number one. There's only one number one, and that is God himself. And he is so generous to us here and kind to us and loving towards us that he appears. He sees us flapping away here in this material energy, and he appears via his holy names. And he says, if you chant these names, they will gradually extract you from this material energy you found yourself in. They will give you full deliverance from this material energy. And because it's Krishna himself talking, we know it to be true. It's not made up by some person at some point in history. Oh, why don't I say this and start a whole religion based around this? It's nothing to do with religion. It's nothing to do with a team. It's nothing to do with anything. It's to do with your connection, your personal, individual connections with the Supreme, who's holding out his hand. He's saying, listen, if you're having trouble seeing me, chant my names, and very soon these names, because they're invested with all of my potencies, they will wash away everything that stops you seeing me, and you will see me face to face. And this is his promise. So we take it very seriously. That's why we always want to pass on the chanting to you, everyone, when people come here. So with that in mind, we'll chant that prayer one more time in English. And then we'll carry on the chant after it. I'm derived of my favourite plectrum. So.
Next week, celebration for Lord Chaitanya's.
Oh, you say.
So next Sunday we're going to be celebrating the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who Tab was just talking about. So usual time, just like the normal Sunday night, focus will be celebrating the person who has delivered this process to us.
Okay, one should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, feeling oneself to be lower than the straw in the stream. One should be more tolerant than the tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, and feeling oneself to be lower than the straw in the stream. One should be more tolerant than the tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. Haribol. Okay, one more short one. Haribol, guys. Yeah. One more short one, and we'll ask Jiva Krishna Das to come up and finish the evening chanting with us. Haribol, Haribol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribol, Radharani Shyama Sundar Vrindavan Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani Shyama Sundar Vrindavan Haribo. Radharani Shyama Sundar Vrindavan Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gotcha. All right, guys, thank you very much. We get Jiva Krishna Das to please come up and finish the evening's chanting for us. Very well.
Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, 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 Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Sitting down. We're going to do one more before we finish up. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
We'll do a different one. That seems to be not everybody's catching that one. Try something else. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana. Govinda, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala. Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Gopala, 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 Govinda, 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 Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay. Namaste, everybody. Thank you all for coming and hanging out and chanting. So thank you to Joe for the beautiful dinner and Tad, yeah. And I think Shannon made the dessert. Yeah. So thank you, and thank you everybody for coming and having a meditation session with us. We'll be back. Haribol. I think there's a cup of tea for anybody who wants to stay around for a little bit. Thank you.